Hey everybody, welcome back to the Wolf Pit. Today I'm making a classic southern side dish and one of my favorites, yellow summer squash and onions cooked in butter. It doesn't get any simpler or more delicious than this, so let's get started. Here's the two main ingredients, yellow squash and Vidalia onion. And you want to stick with smaller squash because the seeds are much more tender. Slice the squash and the onion as thick or as thin as you like. I like to slice them about a 1/4 inch thick. Now on a large skillet over medium-low heat, add butter, or you can use bacon grease. Once the butter's melted, add the Vidalia onions. Spread them out into a nice even layer. Now saute the onions for 4 to 5 minutes, just until they begin to soften and become aromatic. For a full printable copy of this recipe and many more, visit thewolfpit.com. Now add the squash. Now mix everything all together. Now add salt, and the salt is going to pull the moisture out of the squash to mix with the butter to create a poaching liquid to cook the squash and the onions in. And finally, black pepper. Some people like to add sugar, but I think the natural sugars in the onions and the squash make it sweet enough. Give it all a good mix. Cover and let it simmer on medium-low for 15 minutes. Determining when it's done is a matter of personal preference, just like a steak. Some people will stop cooking right now while the squash is still firm and eat it as it is. And some people like it total mush. I like it in between, so I'm going to put the lid back on and let it cook for 10 to 15 more minutes. After 15 more minutes and a total cooking time of 30 minutes, the squash and onions are just how I like them. You can see how much natural liquid was in the squash, so it poached in its own liquid and the butter. And there you have it, yellow squash and onions, a classic southern side dish. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you give this a try. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.